Hi, folks. Chocolate Yoddah here, spelled Yoddah because film studios are litigious. Today is October 8th, 2023. It is the day before two very important days and one garbage day. So, tomorrow is Leif Erikson Day, every October 9th. And I'll get to who he is in a moment. It's also Indigenous Peoples Day. Very exciting stuff. And of course, it's Columbus Day, which is the bullshit day. And normally I post this on Facebook, which I will tomorrow. But today, I just wanted to read about it because I'm kind of tired of the persistent rumor of Christopher Columbus. Okay? Christopher Columbus was a garbage human and really bad at his job. Okay? I'm sure he made Spain rich, or at least he made them some money, and good for him, but he was a garbage person. So let me read what I will post tomorrow, and then we'll go from there. Of course, I think I'll need my glasses for this. Okay. Every year on this day, I invite you to renounce the incompetent explorer known as Christopher Columbus. To my Italian friends, you have genuine Italians you can admire. Why admire a Spaniard who was terrible at his job? Most of what people know about Columbus comes from a fiction written in 1828 by Washington Irving called The Life and Voyages of Christopher Columbus. The globe had already been invented, and Socrates and other Greeks had already explained how the earth was round. That's just two of the many falsehoods in a book that was meant to entertain rather than educate. His own journals show that he tortured people and sold children into sex slavery. So incompetent and horrible a human being. Why the fiction is still taught in American schools can possibly be explained away by America's love for all things mediocre, but that's another conversation. Oh, and please don't embarrass yourselves with the whole Columbus was born in Genoa thing. Genoa was originally a part of Spain known as Liguria. To my knowledge, Columbus never wrote in Italian, though he wrote in Latin, Portuguese, and Castilian, and never had anything to do with Italian people in his personal life. His wife was Felipa Moniz Padestrello from Portugal, and his mistress was Beatriz Enriquez de Arana from Spain. That would make him the worst Italian ever. And I usually share a link that takes you to Leif Erikson. Leif Erikson was a real explorer and someone to be celebrated, and that's all well and good if you're celebrating explorers. But you know, Columbus wasn't Italian. He wasn't a good explorer. The reason why he wound up in the Caribbean as opposed to India, where he was aiming for, was that he was using an antiquated form of measurement. The nautical mile had replaced the previous measurement system, you know, how they measure distances on the oceans. But somehow he decided to use the old system, and it messed up everything, and he wound up way, way far away from where he was supposed to be. And you might ask yourself, you know, if he did such horrible things, why did he record them in his journal? Well, I suppose it's because he probably thought that there was going to be no consequence for what he was doing. You know, he was basically king of this island, he and his brother. As a matter of fact, where I was born, the Dominican Republic, is named after their father, Dominic or Domenico. All right. So it's just one of those things that every year I like to remind people that there is absolutely no need to, celebrate someone like Christopher Columbus, especially Italians. Don't do it. He wasn't Italian. And if he were Italian, there would be less of a reason to celebrate him because he was a horrible person. So, celebrate Robert De Niro and, Marconi and all these other people that did amazing things throughout history, But that's just basically it. I see that on Wisdom we have a few people listening. Mark Mack, Doobie the Trickster, and Coolio and D. Jones. That's an interesting name. So if anyone wants to come up and chat, feel free. Otherwise, I will close it out. Going once, going twice, going 3 times later. You know what's weird? That song by Lionel Richie, I think he said was about his mother. Feels kind of creepy. But anyway, that's enough about that. So, to summarize, Columbus stinks. Yay, indigenous people. Yay, Leif Erikson. Boo, Columbus. All right? So that's it for now, folks. Peace, love, and granola. Talk to you soon.